Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about why you should not choose a mediator or mediation as a process. As you know, I'm all for settling cases and get things resolved in order to have a peaceful life and not to spend too much money on attorney's fees and trial costs. However, there is a point when mediation is no longer an option. And we're going to start with number one. When assets are hidden. It's a waste of time to go to a mediation when we don't know what's involved. When the other side is hiding assets internationally, discovery is not helping out, we have to hire other lawyers in Canada, whatever. So, mediation only works if everyone is transparent about their assets. Everything needs to be laid out on a table. We need to know what's going on. Second, when parties are unable to communicate. Yes, the mediator communicates with parties separately. However, if there is inherent conflict, and it brings to my next point, when there is so much anger. So whatever reason parties are not able to communicate, things need to calm down and someone needs to step to the table and just communicate. But it's not always possible. There are hurt feelings and someone perhaps cheated or did something extremely horrible. And I noticed in a lot of cases where, especially in custody cases, where the children are so little and the other side hurt the parents so badly that I couldn't bring them to the table at all. So court has to take charge and decide. That's fine. In another way of under umbrella not able to communicate is when one side wants a divorce. It's one side desire to divorce and the other side is not willing to even sit down or is incapable of discussing a divorce. The word divorce is triggering so much that mediation is not an option. There are sometimes when a client thinks that the mediator is biased in some shape or form, of course mediation is impossible. The way we handle the bias part is the side who believes that the mediator is biased is picking 3 mediators and then the other side picks 1. That way the party who feels some bias is in charge of choosing the mediator. And I worked with so many mediators and I finally have my 3 favorite mediators that I share. Those are the ones we settle cases, literally settle to the end. I don't walk away until we settle at least the majority of all issues, if not all issues. Another way of saying that there is no, for example, mediator is not providing legal advice. So the way I like to do mediation, either I mediate a case that is semi-uncontested, or if it's contested, I send them to their respective lawyers for advice. Or the way I'm doing other cases right now where I have a client and the other side has a lawyer as well, we go to a mediator and we sit in 2 separate Zoom rooms and the mediator is going from room to room and we mediate a case, having a lawyer on our side. And that way the client gets immediate feedback from me as a lawyer to advise about what I suggest we do and regarding the law, obligations, all of it, discussing pro and cons about each offer back and forth. So it's just keep in mind, mediator does not give legal advice. So if you have a complicated case, I suggest to have a lawyer in a mediation instead of going to mediator, going back to lawyer, getting advice. It's just getting too long. All right, a case that is simple does not require mediation. Typically, when a case is simple is when there is 1 or 2 issues and we send an offer letter to the other side and they say fine, or how about something else, and then we settle. No mediation needed. We can handle it over emails or phone calls. So that's it for today. Now you have all the reasons why mediation is not recommendable in some cases. If you like the video, click like, subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye. All right, let's talk about when you shouldn't have mediation. Что такое?
You don't do intro anymore?
Нет, зачем? У меня уже 100 видео. Какая интро? Все должны меня знать.
Просто скажи Диана хотя бы.